Morning. It is Tuesday, the 29th of November. I'm in Ludhiana, and the political atmosphere in Punjab, as you can imagine, is getting quite charged. I'm doing one of my occasional review of the newspapers. So first to the front page of the Hindustan Times. All the papers are carrying it, and the issue is, the lead story is on foreign direct investment in the retail sector. Congress is in favour of it. It's a UK policy. In Punjab, the Akali Dal is in favour of it. We need to modernise our retailing sector, which is a critical component of the service sector. It's going to create lots and lots of jobs. But in Punjab, we have the Akali Dal for it and the BJP against it. BJP is, as usual, being irresponsible. They oppose a lot of these policies when they're in opposition. When they come to governance, they don't reverse the policy. They simply say the policy is now too long entrenched. We will not reverse it. I think the BJP needs to clarify its stance. If they ever do come back to power in the centre, will they reverse the policy of foreign direct investment in retail? I think it is great. I think the fears of small shopkeepers are probably exaggerated. Modern retail will come up in locations, by and large, where small shopkeepers do not exist today. It is an unstoppable trend. Retailing in India has to follow the pattern in the rest of the world. I think the consumer deserves it. It's a pro-consumer measure. Onto the Tribune. We have this story about the populations in Punjab and Haryana. Now, apparently, Haryana, although it's a smaller state and it has a smaller urban population, now has 20 cities that have greater than 1 lakh population, and Punjab only has 17. So because of the influence of Delhi and the national capital region, Haryana is urbanizing at a very rapid rate. I would say Punjab is as well, because we now have 10 million plus people living in urban Punjab, about 36% of our population. I of course live in Chandigarh, but I spend a lot of time in Ludhiana, both in the villages and in the city. And it is a shame, the sort of urban infrastructure we have. It's decrepit. It takes an awful long money to fix it, and most of the money that is spent is actually wasted. We need a new policy to regenerate our cities. We need to make our cities fit for people to live in. Unfortunately, Ludhiana today is just one large slum, which takes me to the meeting of the House, the corporation that governs Ludhiana yesterday, and there was a proposal to increase the limit of Ludhiana Municipal Corporation by 1 kilometre. There was a dispute as usual, and the meeting passed inconclusively. The matter was deferred to another day. I think that is very sad. I think if you look at where Ludhiana Municipal Corporation ends today, it is clear that the city has long outgrown the current limits. This should have been reviewed many years ago. We are late in the day. Those new colonies need to be recognised. They need to have the facilities provided by the municipal corporation. There is no point leaving them outside the corporation perimeter and just leaving them to languish. They need better service. I would say 1 kilometre is insufficient. Ludhiana Municipal Corporation, certainly along some roads, Pakwa Road and Firozpur Road. On Firozpur Road, I would say that it needs to be extended by approximately 5 kilometres, and on Pakwa Road, it needs to be extended, I would say, probably by at least 3 kilometres. Coming on to political events in Punjab, we have, this is the Indian Express, we have Captain Amarendra Singh, who's now dared the Punjab CM Sir Prakash Singh Badal to a debate on what is Mr. Badal's contribution to the state. Captain Saab is right. I mean, this proposal by the Akal Takht to award Badal Saab the Panth Ratan Fakr-e-Qaum award, I think it's ridiculous. Badal Saab is not a true Sikh. He has undermined the Sikh religion. He has personally and his family gained financially more out of his control of the Sikh religion and the SGPC than anybody else. The SGPC is not democratic. It is an extension of Mr. Badal's coterie. If the Congress party can stop and not involve itself in the SGPC elections? Why do the Akalis remain involved in SGPC elections? We really need to back off. Mr. Badal has undermined peace in Punjab. Where was he when Punjab was burning? What did he do? He sent his son packing off to the pleasures and safety of California. That is not a true Punjabi. If there is somebody who has sold out the religion more than anybody else, it is Mr. Badal. At the very least, Mr. Badal should be summoned by the Akal Takht to explain the source of his wealth. How can they propose to give this award to a corrupt person? Mr. Badal needs to be summoned to the Akal Takht, and he needs to be asked to swear that not a single rupee that his family has accumulated has come from corruption. I don't think he can do that, and the Akal Takht has no right. I don't think I think it's wrong judgment. There are many more worthy Sikhs than Mr. Badal Sahib, and none of his family members do not deserve that. On to this issue of water in Malwa, principally Western Malwa. There is a petition in the High Court challenging the government policy on the installation of reverse osmosis machines, commonly referred to as RO machines. And what does the petitioner allege? Exactly what we think. That the policy has been discriminatory and that it has been concentrated in two constituencies. One is Giderabad because of the erstwhile finance minister, Nambi Badal, and the other one, you've guessed it, it is Lumbi. There is not a single village in Lumbi which does not have an RO installation. What about all the other hundreds and thousands of villages which have bad water in the adjoining constituencies and neighbouring districts? Shame on you, Mr. Badal. You always reward home turf. You never look at the common Punjabi. Thank you very much. That's all I have time for today. Thank you for your time.